Hey guys, it's November 21st, 2011, and this is my 7th video blog. I lost track a little bit because I missed last week. I'm really sorry about that, but I had a good reason. My son Caden Thomas Welch was born on Saturday morning at 5:45 a.m. last week. I normally shoot my blogs on Sunday nights, but I was in the hospital with my wife and new son, so I wasn't able to. I did shoot some footage, kind of hoping I might be able to sneak away to the house and edit it, but there was just no way. It's people say when you have a baby, life gets kind of crazy, and I knew it's true to an extent, but now actually living it is a little different than hearing about it. I don't. What do you want, squirrel? My cat. She just doesn't like being left out of the film. But anyway, it's even though you only have to feed and change a baby, somehow it still consumes entire days and nights of your life. He's 1 week old yesterday, so a week and a day old. Yeah, it's pretty much been a crazy week, but I've been enjoying it, and I've enjoyed having a son a lot more than I thought I would. I wasn't ever someone who was big into having children. It wasn't something that was really huge on my priority list. It was something I wanted to do eventually, but yeah, now that he's here, I'm really happy he's here, and hopefully I don't go insane from lack of sleep and can still get everything done and can still bring you guys the vlog every week. With that said, this week is going to be a little light because I'm just now finally trying to fit in enough time just to shoot this and edit it. I don't have time to do a really in-depth tutorial, and really not much happened this week because I was just taking care of a baby all week. Something new that is this week that I managed to fit in around baby time is a podcast that I'm shooting with my friend John McEwen, and it's called Through Music, and this was our first episode, kind of impromptu. We actually didn't plan on recording an episode today. We were just going to discuss it, but I was testing the setup, and then we just started recording and thought, hey, what the heck, let's just keep rolling. The first episode of that should be up on the internets about probably the time you see this. I'm not sure when our weekly upload time will be yet. I think we'll probably just stick to SoundCloud at first to get that to people, and then maybe we'll submit it for iTunes Podcast. I don't know yet. But basically, it's just a show. We review music. We also talk about politics and philosophy and other kind of intellectual debates. And then we have just stupid talk about dumb things time, which is kind of our just natural discussion method. Pretty much 90% of this first episode is us just talking about stupid things. So be ready for that. But it's fun. I enjoy listening to podcasts like it, so hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. I'll link it in the info for this video, so that way you can maybe I'll post it below wherever here is. Maybe it's running right here right now, and if nothing's running right here, then I just look stupid. Anyway, so yeah, I did the podcast, had a baby, no big thing. That's it. That's pretty much my week. Did those two things. I went to the bar for the first time and had a drink. I've never been to a bar and had a drink before. Went with John before our podcast shoot just to talk about it, and had a beer and then left. And that was weird because I don't drink often. I go to a bar maybe once a month, maybe less these days. When I go, I normally drink quite a few drinks, and that's what I'm there to do. I'm at a bar, but so that was weird. Like, hey, I left a bar and I'm completely sober. So today we're going to talk about branding, and what I mean by branding is creating an entity, intentional, purposeful entity for you/your company. So I don't just throw up a website, put a picture of me, and say, hey, I'm Jim, I do music. I have an intentional. This is my target market. This is the type of feeling I want people to get when they deal with me, communicate with me. That's something that you should keep in mind with what you do, whether you're trying to get into the audio business or you're trying to get into writing or anything, especially anything that has like an internet commerce sort of a vibe. You don't have a storefront necessarily, but you exist on the internet and you deal on the internet. I think some things for branding that you should do if you're getting ready to get started and brand yourself. You should get a logo. you should get a website, and preferably not one that you design yourself. I would pay someone to do it. A logo, a website, some business cards. Go ahead and get on all the social networking sites. So get on, if you aren't already, get on Twitter, get on Facebook, get on YouTube. It's not really social networking. But yeah, get on at least those three main ones. SoundCloud if you're doing audio. Basically, you want to exist in as many places as possible on the internet, so that way no one has any trouble finding you. So get yourself out there. I do this video blog and put it on YouTube. Video isn't involved so much with what I do. I mean, I do sound for video, but I'm a sound guy. SoundCloud's more my territory as far as practical application, but I'm on YouTube with these. So so you can find a way to get yourself out there into the media. I already had a Facebook when I started my company, but I created a Facebook page for my company and had that branded to look like my website. And what I mean when I say branded, visually, graphically, it's designed with the same elements as my website, so it feels cohesive. But if you do those things and you have kind of a web presence, is the idea that all coheres and feels like one entity aimed directly somewhere that you should preemptively decide and plan when you're doing all this, you should hopefully have some good branding and be able to seem a little more professional than just some kid throwing up tracks on SoundCloud, or some blogger just writing stories while he goes on his road trip. So yeah, that's about it with branding. It's really short, and I apologize, but I didn't have time to prepare a lot because I'm learning how to take care of a baby and not kill it. So I'm pretty tired, and I just haven't had much time this week. But last week I missed entirely because it's a brand new baby. This week it's a little short because it's a newish baby. Hopefully next week it'll be back to normal when I'll start to get the hang of this baby taking care of thing figured out. But until next time, take it easy, and I promise I won't give up on you guys, and I'll be back full steam ahead next week, and keep an eye out for the podcast. I think it's fun times, and we'll be doing those weekly too. So you'll have a couple of things coming out of Welch Compositions each week, in addition to all the musics. Later.